Hello guys, it is Futon here, and today we're bringing you a semi-AFK guide for Kal'gerion demons. Note, everyone's been requesting for this to be in the private Slayer dungeon, so I went ahead and abided to these requests. Note, you're going to need Maniacal Aura. The Scrimshaw of Aggression is currently bugged with Kal'gerions in the PSD if you are killing them too quickly, or with Maniacal in general. I've been having a bunch of problems. Actually, I've redone this video 3 times now because of it. As for the other gear, you definitely need Inquisitor Staff, and you want a Reaper Necklace at the bare minimum. Though, considering the method I'm going to be using, I highly suggest you have an Essence of Finality. It is not 100% needed, but it is very, very helpful. Then you want Death Touch Bracelet because of the Cinder Banes. Do not work on these. Weapon Poison doesn't work. The highest overload you can get, prayers, a few pieces of food if you're really afraid of these things. They aren't really that bad. Excalibur, and then of course your teleport to the Codex. Note for this method, I have 2 Kal'gerions in this dungeon. I didn't see a point of actually putting in a third, especially considering I'm going to be using aggression potions for this. As a note as well, you do need to go get a spring cleaner. I keep forgetting that this item exists because drops really I'm at the point in the game that unfortunately drops do not matter in the slightest to me. It is like, oh, there's something nice, I guess, with all the testing. Uh, but do please bring a spring cleaner because I know you guys need the money. So there we go with the spring cleaner. Go ahead and enter the dungeon. You want to be putting these in the back 2 rooms. You want to be putting them spawning right next to each other, very similar to how you would do Tormented Demons. And right here we go with them, put them in here, make sure you have your prayers, everything up. Go ahead and drink the aggression potion. And the reason why the aggression potion over the scrimshaw, as I have both, like I said, the aggression scrimshaw has been bugged. You could be using anything else, and you can actually maintain yourself quite easily with LP just taking on both Kal'gerions. And this is Invertus. So it's not nothing extravagant. Saren works too. It's the exact same defense. Just that Virtus has a little bit more prayer, which is why I really do prefer it. But in general, the action bar I have here on the screen down below here, generally live and no major issues. Though I don't know, I've been having some lag issues, so also sorry for that for this video. But otherwise, yeah, just keep the aggression potion on, because the way the aggression scrimshaw works is when something dies, it then pulls the aggro from the next. But with maniacal or slayer attacks, you're actually ripping through them so fast that you can actually kill them before they spawn. And this will just keep them aggressive getting on you. And as well, another issue is that the specs will not actually pull aggro. As you see with this spec here, it does a spec, doesn't actually do anything. So yeah, they do spec still, but it just the damage is for some reason nulled. Not that the spec itself is nulled. And as you saw there, it won't pull auto retaliate either when it does that. So you can end up killing the same demon spawn over and over and over technically if it wants to keep specking you. But in general, there really isn't much to these things. Just sit here in AFK with the aggression scrimshaw. Essence of finality with souls. You definitely want souls with this. And again, they do hit, but they don't hit astronomically hard to the point that you cannot soul split these back up with an Inquisitor staff. Note, if you're on Slayer tasks, a knock staff does indeed work. However, I really highly suggest that you get an Inquisitor staff unless you are an Iron Man. Just flat off. It is not that much more expensive, and it is tier 97 damage on so many targets. It's such a good weapon. So hopefully this was helpful to you, and I'll see you guys for the next video.